A lot of folks consider Schedule 1 to be a game about
drugs,
illegal activities, we'll say, but I see it as a factory and resource management game. If you've ever watched me play it on Twitch, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Today, we're going to talk about one of the funnest aspects of the game, recipes. One thing to remember, this game is 18 and up, so if you're not 18... Because you see, in this game, not only do you cultivate product, you can also mix items with it to add effects, elevate its price, and it even does simpler things like giving it a new color. It's just a neat and interesting thing in the video game that keeps people like me playing. So without further ado, here are 10 of some of the most profitable mixes for OG Kush, and as a bonus, a silly recipe you may want to consider using, so make sure you watch till the end. Before we get started with the countdown, I want to give you a little background on this strain of
drugs,
product. OG Kush has the calming effect when sold without mixing. It's the first product you have access to in the game. One thing I've noticed, unlike some other strains, you can get some good effects and value by using different combinations with cold medicine and mouthwash. I'm used to using other strains and was actually surprised at some of the cool things you can make with those two ingredients that with other strains don't increase its value as much. Maybe it's because these two ingredients are some of the ones you get pretty early in the game and, at least with the cold medicine, that has a sedating effect that might complement the calming effect of the OG Kush strain. Pretty neat. And as you see here, these are the two descriptions of each individual piece of ingredient that you can get from the gas stations. Number 10 on our list might be at the bottom, but it's got some pretty fun effects. Combine the OG Kush product with chili and mega bean to create something interesting. Ever wonder what it would be like to glow while being foggy and on fire? Well, look no further than this recipe. With a suggested price of $109, it's a good combination of fun and profitable. Number 9 will turn your clients into something that isn't fair and definitely isn't fine. Combine a battery and mouthwash to get anti-gravity, balding, and bright-eyed effects. It doesn't really do anything for your customers, but using the product yourself is useful when you need to get high, pun kind of intended, to high areas on the map for spray painting buildings, or when you'd like some extra light at night. At a $109 price tag and 81% addictiveness, it's not bad, but also not the best. The fact batteries are the last mixer you get doesn't make it an option for early game hijinks either. Anyway, moving on. Number 8 on the list uses mouthwash and mega bean to create anti-gravity, balding, and foggy effects, so very similar to the previous recipe. Recipe number 7 on the list uses mouthwash and addy. It produces thought-provoking, balding, and anti-gravity effects. When a customer takes you up on your offer, you can see the effects of balding and thought-provoking and little sparkles for the anti-gravity. While it's closer to the bottom of our list, don't sleep on this one. At $112 as a suggested price and 100% addiction rate, it's another great option that has some interesting effects. I also wanted to talk a little bit about where I'm getting the prices. All I'm really doing is multiplying 1.4 by whatever the suggested price is and rounding slightly down for decimal points and whatnot. I read somewhere online that this is a good multiplier that you can charge your clients, customers, whatever you want to call them, and get away with it. Again, moving on. Speaking of interesting effects, coming in at number 6, we have a few of my favorites. Just combine Mega Bean with, and you get this little concoction. While the effects aren't useful, it can be hilarious, turning an entire city into a mass of glowing, foggy zombies. And at $116 suggested price and 100% rate of addiction, you can't go wrong with it. Next, with number 5, we have one of my favorites, mainly because you can use it with most of the different strains and pretty much get a decent outcome at a good price. Combine the product with Mega Bean and Cuke. The effects are pretty good with cyclopean, glowing, and energizing effects. This recipe also teaches you an important lesson in the game, but I'll get to that when we get to number 1 on our list. And hey, $110 and a 96% addiction rate is nothing to shake a stick at. Number 4 on the list is another solid choice. 100% addiction rate, $112 price tag, and Viagra then Mega Bean are the ingredients. It provides 3 effects that are hilarious but not useful. Glowing, foggy, and tropic thunder are the 3 effects. This product is nice because the effects are preferred by a few potential customers in the mid-game. Now we've entered into the top 3, and don't forget about the bonus recipe at the end. We're going to get to that one too. Number 3 on the list uses, once again, and also mouthwash. That's quite the combination, and I don't mind saying it. Balding and long-faced are the 2 effects, which is no surprise, but you once again get the bonus effect of anti-gravity, which is helpful. I've noticed that last effect with different recipes for this OG Kush strain, and I'm interested in seeing how the other strains react to mixing. Anyways, 100% addiction rate and at a $116 price tag. Number 2 on the list is absolutely wonderful because both ingredients are readily available pretty early in the game, and with a $112 price tag, it's very profitable. Anti-gravity, balding, and tropic thunder are the effects with a 100% addiction rate, making it an all-around good choice to distribute to customers. All it takes are mouthwash and Viagra as ingredients. And now we've come to number 1 on the list. The big cheese, the head honcho, the whole enchilada. Yeah, I know, it was a little dramatic, but hey, it's been a fun video, right? If you think so, now's the time to hit that like button if you haven't yet. That helps the channel grow and motivates me to bring more videos to you. So yeah, that number 1 recipe has a $117 price tag, and while the addiction rate is only 72%, it's a great money maker, and you can mitigate the lower rate by mixing up different products that you distribute. The recipe is cuke and mega bean. But you may be asking, wait gamer, didn't we already have this recipe? And that brings me to the important lesson I'd mentioned before. Make sure you get the order correct with the recipe and in the mixer. By switching the order, you get a lower valued product. But in this order, you'll get slightly different effects than our number 6 on the list with foggy, cyclopean, and glowing. Now with that out of the way, you've made it this far and are probably saying, bring on the weird recipe. Well, here we go. Still use OG Kush and mix in Mega Bean and an energy drink. You'll get effects that are athletic, disorienting, and laxative. So let's hand this product over to a customer, and as you can see, they turn into a speedy, clumsy, and farty mess. No wonder the price is low at $64. You have to practically give it away. Oh well, it's worth a laugh for sure. So that's the list. That's all of them. Don't forget to like and share, and check out this other video at the end of this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'd like to wish you happy building, safe building, and many blessings. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.